Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Joseph Hampton, better known as Naho Channel, and today first off, I'm gonna be mentioning this. I know I've been losing a lot of subscribers. Like I said in my last update, I will take breaks so I won't get burned out. I know a lot of people probably left because I might have changed it. I'll be talking about Naho Channel, well, basically talking about the Naho comics. But today, I'm not talking about that. Today, I'm gonna be doing my first ever unpopular Sonic comic book opinions. No, this is gonna be the first ever thing. No, some people say why I'm not doing opinions on games. Many YouTubers already did that, so I wanna do comic book opinions. And these are just my comic book opinions. I'm not saying anyone else has bad opinions. What I mean is these are just my opinions. They're not being literal, they're not being serious to be taken serious. This is just my opinions, okay? Okay, first off will be I do not hate Ian Flint. I do not hate Cam Pender. So I said that wrong. Anyway, some people are gonna be shocked. What? You don't hate Cam Penders? No, I really don't. Do I like that he had a soothsayer and Archie to get to his characters? No. Do I like that he had a soothsayer? No. Do I agree that he has bad writing? Yes. That he has good writing too? Yes. Bad art. Oh yeah, he has terrible art, but I honestly don't hate him. I don't love him. I'm not a huge fan of him. I don't hate him like how I hate Ian Flynn's writing, but I just don't care. I really don't. Ken was always been one of those writers of the Sonic comics. I just don't give a damn about it. He's not funny. He's not interesting. He's just sad. I have to be honest. He's a guy who I feel like his comic is coming out, but will people still support him, or people who still are, just don't care. Sorry about that, but yeah, I don't hate Ken Pender. Like, really, do not. I think he's a okay writer. I think he seemed like an interesting guy to hang out with, but just don't care. Number two, I hate Ian Flame's writing, and I mentioned this earlier in my video why I don't like Ken Pender, but I am going to go into more details. And I hate his writing in both Archie from the Archie reboot, or basically Archie and Archie reboot, IEW. He's not a good writer for the Sonic community or in the Sonic comic book community. He loves giving characters idiot balls. Now some people are going to ask this, what are idiot balls? You see, Flynn always give good characters like Sonic and his friends idiot balls, make them feel idiot, make think he's the best writer. I'll give back one instance. Back in IDW issue 12, when they defeated Metal Sonic during the Battle for Angel Island arc, he asked Tails to repair him, but not reprogram him. He told Metal Sonic to live his best life, but he should have realized. Oh, excuse me. Huh. Sonic should have realized that Metal Sonic explained to him. I watched a YouTuber who mentioned this that he has no free will. Eggman took away his rebellion code, so he couldn't get free will. Sonic, if I were writing that, I would say Sonic rebuild Metal Sonic, reprogram him to be a good guy, and maybe a like general. And Sonic blame Metal Sonic to just be a one note jerk, but that's your fault. You didn't reprogram him. You didn't fix him. Flynn keeps trying to say he's this great writer, and I'm just sick of it, fans. I get right, there's fans who have their own opinion, but he sucks. He's lazy. He's not inspiring. He's not a good writer. He really just wants to prove that he's a good writer, but this guy has a giant ego. He doesn't care about bringing about the freedom fighters. He just so much I wanted to go into, but I was gonna make sure for going on a long rant, but Ian Flynn does not care about Ian Flynn is not a good writer. Fans should stop asking. Fans should stop saying he's a good writer. Number three, I love even Stanley's writing and artwork. This is something I like. One thing somebody can ask me why I like her writing more than Ian Flynn. She put more characters, more personality into the Sonic characters. She made the characters feel like not just characters, just feel like more like living beings, like living like actual people. Like she makes them feel like what they were supposed to be. Make Sonic have more emotion. Make Tails have more emotion. I was just saying, she did Amy Rose. I did not like Ian Flynn's run on Amy Rose because he made her so much like Sally Acorn. But when even Stanley took over, she made Amy have more personality. She was more like classic Amy, adventure Amy, Sonic X Amy, and so much more. I like that. This is coming from a guy who's not a huge fan of Amy Rose. I just don't like Amy Rose, but I like how she did it. Her artwork is amazing. If you haven't seen Ghost in the Future, she's both the writer and the main creator of that comic. She did the artwork is so amazing. She made even bringing that into IDW is still amazing to just I can't describe. Just go check it out. Number four, Gigi should be the next writer after even Stanley. No, you don't know who Gigi is. I'm not surprised. Gigi's she's a fan comic writer for Sonic comic books. She does the Sonic Murder Me comic books. She's the one who do the. If you ever see Sonic with a blue cape with glowing eyes, that's the one she did. And I like her take. She got rid of the chaos animals. She was bringing in characters from the Archie, Fleetway, mostly characters from Archie and the games continuity and change it up. I think her run of the comic is her run of her fan comic is amazing. The reason why I wouldn't mind see her take her right for the IDW comic books. She knows the characters too, like even Stanley, but also give it in a different take. Sorry about that. I didn't have time to pause. But yeah, Gigi is the best writer in my opinion from the fan comics and should be get a job. And well, she does work for IDW as an artist. She should move up to be the next writer after even Stanley. Who knows? Maybe collaborate with her, like how even Stanley and Ian Flynn doing. I regret putting Cory Barlow on the worst Sonic video. Excuse me. Yeah, I knew this was coming back to bite me in the ass. Look, I am sorry about that. I'm glad someone pointed that out. The slap was actually Jonathan Gray. I didn't know. I mean, I barely remember it. It's because it was so long ago when I went through Archie comics. But can you blame me? I just assumed it was Cory Barlow. But looking back, his writing was not bad. He's a good writer. He's someone who's amazing with the Sonic comic books at that time. And I think he should come back to work for IDW. I really hate how he left the comic books because of Ken Penders, and it is sad. I know he's doing good, but I think he should come back to work for come back and work on the Sonic comic books. It would be cool to see his writing on the game characters of the Sonic comic books. Number six, fans should stop asking Sega to put Ian Flynn as the writer for the games. This is something that's been bugging the crap out of me because I keep seeing this on hashtag Ian Flynn for the writer for the games, like the hashtag rally for Sally. That pissed me off because let me say this. I know people like his writing, but he's not that good of a writer. Yes, he did good with Sonic Rise of the Wiz because that's what he was with Tyson Hess. But by himself, oh my lord, he would be terrible. If you haven't read the fans who hate his writing in the comic books, do you think he will be improved? Do you think he'll improve over time in the game to be writer for the games? No, he knows the lore, yes. Just the game lore, but that's it. Just the game lore. He won't make Sonic he'll make the characters be how they're supposed to act, but that's it. He won't try to do nothing new with the characters. That's my problem with Flynn. He doesn't take risks with the Sonic characters or try to do more. The fans who want him in the games, he'll make the games be worse. As much as I don't like Pontific Craft, but I think I think he would be worse of a writer for the games than they were. That some YouTubers even mentioned that he finally did work for the games. He did Sonic Forces, that shocked me because I didn't know he did that. Some people, even if you try to tell people, they're like, "No, you're stupid. He did not." That's because he kept his name on credit because how bad it was. You really think Flynn will work for the games just because he'll prove the games? He won't prove them. I mean, maybe even Stanley, Gigi, but not him. He's terrible. That's number six. I really hate when people keep asking as a to put him in the games. They won't do it. They'll probably get someone else. That's number six. Number seven, my favorite Sonic comic book is Sonic the Comic. Now, a lot of people will think, wait, it's not Archie because your name is Sonic. Well, your name used to be Sonic Knothole and Knothole Channel and Knothole Hub a few days back. And yeah, I'll be honest, I like the Fleetway Universe Sonic comic book. I'm about to go into next week. I'll explain more about go into why I like it. It's a unique take. It goes back onto continuities of Sonic. It has a unique world building. It's great. I want to go into details, but I'm gonna keep it short. Even though I think I did a video about it, but I deleted it because I didn't like it for real. But anyway, I like Fleetway Sonic comic book because it's a unique take on the Sonic universe. I'll leave it at that. Number 8, I don't love the Archie Sonic comic books. I don't hate it either. It's just here's my opinion on it. Archie Sonic was good in the early years, but when it reached the later years in the hundreds and when Flynn took over and when it reached the reboot, it got terrible. I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of all Archie comics, but I do like the Freedom Fighters that were in it. I like how they expand upon the Freedom Fighters. I like how they add new members. I like how they did something unique with the comics, but just didn't care about the Archie comics that much. Do I think it's overrated? Yes. Do I think a lot of people praise it too much? Yes. Do I think fans should shut up about it? No. It's just many people love the comics, and I can see why because they grew up with the comics, but I didn't. I only got into it because I heard it was good. I went through it. It was good. It's just it had its let me just say it has its good moments and bad moments. It's okay sometimes, but it does make you wonder what were these writers thinking? Like Ken Pender, he got away with using showing death in the comic with Charmy's friend, and he used LSD, like drugs. He got away with drugs, like oh my gosh, and he almost tried to get away with showing sex with Sally and Jeffrey St. John. I'm like, how come they don't have a lease on this dude? But later on, they don't have a lease on the IEW staff, and many fans say this, but I'll get into that another topic for another day. Number 9, I think the IEW comics is meh. Well, I know I'm gonna get a lot of dislikes for this. I do not care for IEW that much. I don't get me wrong, I loved it at first, but the writing got bad over time when Flynn took over, when Flynn write over it. Like the worst arc I made was Battle for Angel Island and the Metal Virus arc. Hold on, excuse me. But yeah, what was I? Yeah, I hated the Battle for Angel Island and the Metal Virus arc because Flynn just reused the Battle for Angel Island, which is Sonic Heroes. If you haven't seen my I do not like Ian Flynn check that out. I will put that in the descriptions. And why I didn't like the Metal Virus, it was just so depressing and sad. And this is still early in the comics. I don't mind them doing that in the later parts, but not in the early part. Flynn, what were you thinking? But then it hit me, Flynn is a terrible writer and also a tragic writer. If you haven't seen his fan comics, check them out. And even though even Stanley took over, I think it was a good take, but it bring back Flynn for the Hunt for Zeddy, the mini series. Sometimes there's always a swing and a miss. But yeah, IEW is a meh. Number 10 is even Stanley should be right for the games. This is something I added for the last minute, but I think just should be said. I love Eva Stanley's writing. I think she knows the characters and add more to the personalities. I think she should be the new writer for the games because unlike Flynn, she knows what the hell she's doing. Yes, she's a fan comic writer, but she improved. She seems like she's improving, she's learning, she's improving her mistakes over time. I think she's way better than Flynn. I will talk about that when I get to my other videos in the future, but right now I think she should be the writer for the games. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, you might be noticing that YouTube got rid of the dislike video, but I still wouldn't mind you guys disliking my videos. Now you could say why I'm not usually saying give me a thumbs up, but I still wouldn't mind you give me a dislike to see what I can improve on. The dislike button is for YouTubers who should post to see what they can fix on. See if our content is good. If it's good, then that means we're doing great. But if it's not, we don't want you to just lie to us and say it's good. See, for me, I want you to be honest with me. I want to fix my mistakes. Heck, I even fixed my mistakes with the Corey Baller video I put in there. I didn't know. Someone commented to me and told me that, and I thanked them for it. And I did not know. I gave them my heart. I thanked them for that. And I'm sorry I can't remember your name for that, but still, thank you. Anyway, that's pretty much what I got for this week. And I am coming back with new videos for this month, but not next month. I'm taking a break again because it's the New Year's. I will be back in February, but right now I'm still going to be doing videos today today and do it this whole month. Anyway, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, hit the bell to get notified for new videos. Check out other videos over here. This has been Joseph Singleton, better known as Naho Channel, signing out. Peace.